There we go. Alright, how are we all doing? These unloaders aren't working for me, and I'm getting a little bit mad. This concrete powder just keeps breaking off, and I still have no idea why. I tried modifying it so that, that gets QC'd instead, but still currently it doesn't look like it's working still. So the mine carts are still getting out. Yeah, they're still breaking off. So this unloader just doesn't work. So yet another case of a published design that doesn't. Well, yeah, because the cart eating thing doesn't exist until newer version, so that's not gonna work. This one's working fine. This is the only one that's working fine, and I don't understand it. The only way I can think of modifying this is using slime blocks. I'm just not using this concrete powder bullshit. Nah, the observers are all facing the same way. So that's what happens. They get quick powered. No, not the first one broke, so it's not even reliable. Okay, so this whole thing is just got it. Okay, so we know that powering like that works, right? So that's fine. And that works for that. I mean, we don't need it to be one by tile. It doesn't have to be one tile for this situation here. How you doing, son? Stand. I still put a torch there that can get quick power just as much as. So shit. I need to get a repeater. It's still too slow. I have no idea when we'll be able to get to that zone because we're trying to get a lot of stuff done before the tour. So that might be a while till we get to do that for you. Look to be pretty. Hopefully it functions. That's stupid, but I mean, as long as it captures the minecart fast enough, I don't care. Again, that only grabs it from that. Maybe we take it back from here. I mean, that takes it earlier. So maybe we can create sort of like an AND gate. That will power first, but then we keep it powered based off that. Let's just launch this first one. Sometimes the cards break too. Okay. I think they break because they're full of items. That's what I'm gonna pray that that's only the reason why they're breaking. Because they're filled and they can't reach it. I hope that's the reason. So yeah, this is basically what the stream has been involved to because we tested this out and then we stumbled across this. So yeah, I was going to try to work on a project like the wall printing that we really needed to do. But yeah, not anymore. Fixing somebody's already published design. We could put a block on top of this and put a redstone dot there instead of using 2 composters. I don't think a sticky piston. Put it on Datex and see. So it should power immediately, which we want. But I'm hoping that it stays powered long enough to where it doesn't do that. Okay, I want larger entity distance. Why is it maxed at 500%? That still doesn't seem far at all. I gotta just figure out where the minecart is. You see, it held it there longer. It went up and down real quick, but they were in sync, so they weren't going down. So maybe 4 ticks is the solution. Because if it's not 4 ticks, then yeah, I don't have a solution that can fit. Really, it'll be bigger, but as long as we stay underneath this, I would be happy with that. I might switch over to just the one. Just use a 4 block thing. We'll also technically do the inverse. No, I can't because the redstone dust would be. We could do a solid block. No, you can't. Never mind. So that's when it's down to 1 item. So I think it's okay. Because it only does. So they can compare to reading off of that. So once this one doesn't receive any more items, it's only on that one, so it's fine. This looks a bit better. Can I get rid of the dust? Really, I could just power this, like put this block or next to this block, the sticky piston here, and I could use like a note block or something to update that. But without bringing the sticky piston back further, it doesn't look possible. I mean, single strength 1 isn't bad, so it's not the end of the world. If it's more reliable, I'd rather do this. As long as the carts are empty, I don't care. Carts were not empty whatsoever. So it seems that it only takes this top one right here is only able to take from the first minecart. Which doesn't make any sense if the carts are stacked, in my opinion, but or with the stacked carts, are you only supposed to use one hopper minecart and the rest of them regular minecarts? That is something we haven't tried. So if you can only read from the first one, then you could just have the first one you place be a hopper minecart, for example, and then the other ones, the other two, are just regular minecarts, so they can't pick anything up, but they still provide the momentum needed to not have the rails. Is that what the whole premises of the stacked minecart thing is? It's that you just use one hopper minecart, but you use the momentum of the three, the stacked, to have them continue on. I'm gonna try that. Either way, that minecart unloader doesn't work. So, well, I'm going to continue with my special modification. Keep it for now. You still there, Rubik? There's a lot of items on the ground right now. I don't think the server's too happy with that. fuck did you survive? You're full HP, too. It's not like all of the string. Noted. Excuse me. What a night. Huge one. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't spawn through that. The OG unloader? That saves me if I'm going to redo them all. So that's what it was this whole time. Okay, I can't be the only one that thought it was 3 hopper minecarts. But thank you, does. I will slowly but surely get there. I mean, it just makes sense. Like, unless they say, like, you know, use this and this, I'm pretty sure the majority of people would think it's 3 hopper minecarts. Because when you think about a collection, you think, oh, okay, I need a hopper minecarts to collect the items through the stuff. Otherwise, minecarts, you don't do anything. This makes no sense to me. I guess it has to do with the unloader, like... I need another shoulder box? Hold on. thank you for testing that, does. Appreciate it. Missing minecarts? Oh, well, they're fun. Okay, so this farm is a little bit ridiculous. I won't deny that the farm speed is crazy. But the amount of time I've spent with this kind of stupid. So there's this one. One mine cartridge is missing. Stand in the center, I should be able to see every. Over there. I see you. I think it's 57. There's 57 of these shits. 57 actual hopper minecarts. First card on this has to be that. Unload apparently prioritizes the first minecart. I'm gonna make a note of this in my video 100%. Someone will probably build it, but like, this shit ain't working. Oh, so now I gotta break the glass again? Is there a way I can do this without having to break the glass? I swear I could do this with the regular. Okay, so I can't right there. So how do I mark this? Speaker reverb, wonderful. If I placed this here, that means this wasn't the last one that I did, right? Can I tell? Yes, it is. Prime equals were the first one I did. Oh yeah, my neighbors are doing firework shows today, so if you hear some, there's probably going to be more today. Just knowing them. All two minecarts. Two minecarts and a hopper minecart that was placed first. So much freaking string, bro. Multi-mod cap is ridiculous for like most farms. Let's adjust this back to default. By default, you meant like the without mine modification, right? Does I really don't want to do without. Do I really want to go back through all those? We'll leave it like this for leave it like this one for now. The extra observer for now because that was a pain to go back with all the rails on top of it. If I can, I will try to keep it like that. It shouldn't. Yeah, it's just Q. What I originally thought is I thought the observer that with like this observer here that was retracting was observing the comparator like go off, and then it was pushing it back up. That's what I originally thought. That's all I could think of. But then I obviously realized that it doesn't even power the sticky piston, so it doesn't even matter. So that was just me being stupid. If I get, one day, I'm just like, yeah, I probably won't. But we'll see. So I'm gonna push this back over. And we got a. That's the sound. That's what it was. Okay. Kind of mad that it wasn't explained. Like, let me look at the post again to make sure I'm not being stupid. I don't remember Evernet saying. So no, Spider Farm doesn't say anything about runs at 20 ms. Fucking server you were using. This thing adds like 5 ms to the server, max. Okay, let's go to the killing floors where that thing is. Stacked carts, so you can use triple minecart stacks for dripstone. Yeah, triple minecart stack. Doesn't say that, you know, one's hopper minecart, one to a regular minecart. Yes, I mean, no, they still break. See, it does that little thing right there. Whatever the fuck that was, it did a little and it broke. Every single one of them is broken now. See what I mean? Like, what is? It's on a chunk border, but it isn't crossing a chunk border, so it can't even be that. This is why I hate this concrete powder fucking thing. This will make use of the extra space that I have. I'm just wondering if this is going to activate in time, though. I think a sticky piston can short fire on a 2-tick repeater. Sensors, and I need stimulus. Why I hate those concrete powder-based unloaders, does they always break on me, and everybody's like, "Oh, what's your issue?" And apparently, it's not. But we used them before with the old magma processing chamber, and they broke there. It breaks in this thing sometimes too. I just don't like them. They always break on me. Wait, it's glass now? Who put the glass? That must have been some thousand. But that would still, the top one would still break, so like I don't. Wait, what's this line here? I don't remember that line. A long time, I guess. We haven't used the concrete machine in a while. I used it recently, but I don't think I've ever noticed that part that it changed. Saw that thing quick pulse, but it didn't break, so I'm just not going to acknowledge it for now. As long as the two-tick repeater allows the minecart to stay. I can tell if it stayed or not. might be able to do it with 2 ticks. 2 ticks keeps it constant, which I like. So loud. Oh, that he's gonna have it like it's gonna be like a 6x6 piece of thing. It's gonna be like really. I can already imagine what Leo's gonna pull out of his ass, dude. That's why I said it so many times in the video. I'm gonna post this because every single one I posted, he's like come out with a more compact one. I'm just like, what the fuck? That shovel is kind of a weird one. The four dummy item makes it so difficult. 7x11. What was mine again? I can actually look at it. I have it saved. 1x14 or 12x14. Almost 1x12. Yeah, okay. Toggle something. I just with the space I had and the sequence already started, it was that little bit of corner I wanted to keep. My only choice was do toggle states because I couldn't put enough delay in that shit. So I'm gonna send this in the mod farm thingy to. So I put that one there saying it doesn't work. This is my current modification and it seems to be working right now. We shall see in a bit. Red slime and gypsum makes this area look so much better, though. Without it, it would look kind of weird. I guess there's so many drops. The fuck? Why did these two lines have so many items? Hey, there, Larry. Oh, that's not gonna help with this. Okay, that's not spawn proof anymore. Ah, not a big deal. So, okay, so why is this line and this line have so many drops there? I don't understand. I see. Look at it. With 117 water, the items flow all the way across. Items, if they drop in the very edge, have like so much momentum that they just continue to keep going down, which means an overflow in the final layer. Well, not necessarily 117 water, but like we never really knew that, but like if you cut the water short, it can still flow over a full like block without ice. Whereas you would go 8 blocks and you put an ice block and then you let it go again. With this, it has so much momentum at the start of the water that it continues over the block. So it'll continuously go down and just pile up on this last layer. So it doesn't even collect. Doesn't collect all the drops technically. Which is why this one over here has so little compared to that one over there. Because all the drops from them that get in the water will just continue to go all the way the hell down here. But the modification does seem a bit better. At least it's reliable. Not breaking off the concrete powder again. So I'm pretty sure, like, it's happened on stream, like right in front of the camera. I didn't clip it, but whatever it does, it goes up and down real quick, and then as the concrete powder is falling, it's in that current state, but it can just be broken off if it lands on a block. So just pops itself off. Yeah, we probably won't ever run this farm ever again. Unless it's for a torch. You're supposed to make the water flow towards the middle chapter instead of the sides of the farm. It was whatever the schematic was, so I don't know. Let's see. Huh. So I think who did the water did it backwards then. They just did it all in one direction. That was pi, wasn't it? It was pi. Because if this one has it like that, I mean, that one has to be like that. So yeah, I think pi just saw the water and just went this on the same spot on all of them. I wonder if the schematic's still there. Did they get rid of it? Get rid of it. Let's look at the modified, the texture one. I don't think I changed the water. Oh, I know what I did. Because when I filled the area in, it updated the water. So I just took, I remember I did it on stream too, I'm pretty sure. What I did is I took this one over here, I redid this one, and I just copied it across the full thing. And I didn't think about that. The water is supposed to flow inwards like that. So we're not going to get all of the rates for it. I mean, I really don't give a shit. I see what I did. I remember now because the water like with Amelia's schematic, it doesn't include the support and block for the water. So when I messed with it, all the water updated. And I just made one on the side here and copied it across the full fucking thing. Yeah, there it is, right there, going all the way down until it got scooped up by a minecart. Right. Is it that big of a deal in terms of collecting the drops? Yes. Are we gonna fix it? Highly unlikely. Because we're not gonna ever like run the farm again. So for a showcase, that won't matter in a sense. But well, at least we figured it out, and now I can explain it in the video that if you're gonna do this farm, don't take my retextured one because the water's all. And if you do use it, hey, use one hopper minecart, place that hopper minecart first in every single one of them, then go back across to place two regular minecarts for the stacks, not three hopper minecarts or it'll break. Did you see the cave? You tried to, Illyria. 3 hours is about how long it took me, so I don't understand those. Because I never could modify a skin with the outside little area. So I don't know how you did that. But yeah, it took me about 3 hours myself earlier to make my own. That's the one that was on the video, obviously. But yeah, that crafted was something else. I don't understand the trapdoors and the fence gates here. Like, why does it have to be those? Like, why isn't it like a solid block or something? Doesn't provide a block update or anything. Trapdoors and fence gates that open don't provide any block updates. Top part, yeah, the top part is the simple part. Getting the first few items in is easy. It's the delay circuit and the unlocking that takes fucking ages. Because you gotta have minimum 40 game ticks after the last item is inputted, which is a lot of space. If you use a hopper minecart, obviously it's like 4 ticks and you're done. But I didn't want to use a hopper minecart just because I know Whitestone Jazz needed like 100 of them. That would just be so laggy. Then again, we're using 57 here and plus more, but I'm also on a good server, so okay, this is working. We'll let it play for a little bit longer. But then we're gonna go work on the wall printer for 500 or that ultimate raid farm from redstone printer. I keep saying raid farm. First time I made any AutoCraft, it's really fun. It is really like captivating because when I first started, I said this many times, but there was no real like person that was doing AutoCrafters like that. Like yeah, you had Mango do like a honey block AutoCrafter or like an iron block AutoCrafter for whatever they needed for their peaceful challenge, and they had AutoCrafting. But I needed pistons. I didn't want to manually craft 300 or some thousand pistons. So there wasn't anybody else out there that I could, take inspiration from or take this from. I had to design it myself. And with a system that's not in vanilla, obviously not a lot of people play it. So you get to learn everything pretty much by yourself, which is the fun part of it. And it just adds so much more depth to the game. Such a simple addition. So when you think about it, furnaces have hopper support, brewing stands have hopper support. So why can't the crafting table? You know, it would minimize the amount of people just making like the big mass crafters with Figaro mass crafting. Now, yes, I still use some of those, but only for certain things. Like autocrafters themselves have certain applicable situations because they're not most of the time, unless you make a full blown factory like my piston factories. Most of the time, it's just faster to craft it yourself. Like you don't make an autocrafter for speed. You make it for the convenience factor that you don't actually have to craft it. You could input the materials into the thing, like a super shelter, for example. You input the materials into a big system that you created, and you can then, instead of having to manually wait there and smelt the items yourself, you can just go away, chunk load it, and then come back, do another whole different project, come back, and everything is all done for you. So you're just making your time efficient. You're not just, doing it for speed. Because you can 100% craft faster than most autocrafters. If you just do it manually. Because you can craft full stacks at a time, whereas the way AutoCrafting Table implements it, it's one item at a time. So, to me, the way that's implemented is balanced. Because the amount of time you have to spend to make a full-blown factory for each individual item, yeah, no. Good luck with that. That's my AutoCrafting spiel for today. Back to spiders. We'll build the floor on here at some other time. I don't want to build a floor today. And this perimeter is fully done because now we have something tested and it actually works. So it's the same footprint that it was originally, just an extra observer and a repeater. So it's more expensive, but it's functional. That's all I care about. We might have to modify it though, because those two ones don't look like they're working properly at all. I know they're overfilled as shit, but like they don't look like they're unloading correctly. But it's fine. I'll go to another world, switch back on because we're going to be in the world. Turn this back off. Well, we got to glass the 512 perimeter too. I've done so much glass in the past few days, I don't want to do that today. I think in the past couple days, I've placed like 1,000 glass manually. I'm above 600,000 glass placed. 612,000 glass placed. Glassed that one a couple days ago. I glassed Squid one yesterday, and then I glassed the General Mob Farm one today. Those are like 65,000 each too, so they're expensive. Well, not expensive, just a little bit time consuming. Yeah, those ear stars, you gotta get those. And things are massive. When we see Dazi back on the server, they're gonna have giant ears. They're gonna be a whole new Dazi skin. Nah, don't tell me you gotta place the parts every single time. It's literally every single one. Okay, so how could we negate that fact? If the switch is off, we push a block down, but that means they wouldn't be able to go back together. That's annoying. So each time we run the farm, we have to sit over here for a few minutes and replace all of the minecarts. Interesting. How do we stop him over here? Couldn't I just, like... push a block down like that? Instead? Or, like, just hard power that trapdoor? What we could do instead is just hard power this right here. No. Because this is servers with then power stuff. Instead, we do it right here. This way, the cards stay stacked. Yes, for pulse and droppers all the time, but I don't have to sit here for 10 minutes each time I want to start the farm to stack some for Gaba magnets. I guess we're not done here yet. Alright, the glow squid farm's done. Perimeter's done. Well, squid and glow squid, I should say. I want to finish today as well. I don't know if we're gonna do the switch thing as of right now because I can't get anything to fucking work. Nothing's working for me with that, so I'm just not gonna touch it for now. I'll say we're like working on it, but nothing's working for me right now for that, so. That seems to be a solid block. We'll keep it solid block so you don't have to get rid of that. Just the redstone. Wait, no, they gotta be powered, so. We'll put. Let's keep this here. I'll be lazy. Really don't want to do this again, but don't look like I got a juice. Wait, what? Where's your buffer? Was there items in there and I didn't even know? You what? I gotta fill that shit up again already. Literally just refilled my repeaters and now I gotta fill it up again. spider guy there for insurance. We do the car parts again. There's a layer goes, crafter. I mean, heck, for your first AutoCrafter, you're using shit that I don't even use. I never always forget about the walls. Yeah, I always forget about them for some reason. Used a composter and a cauldron. Why not just do composters? So there a reason for that? Or do you just like just forgot about it? Where's the cauldron not changed all the time? Doesn't matter. Cauldron on top of wall doesn't change the shape. Oh, interesting. I see. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. See, it isn't flat underneath. It was a minecart. The 6 game tick cycle, so a little bit slower, smaller. Fair enough. Yeah, it's crazy how much, redstone wire has changed. With things that aren't even redstone related, we got wallstone, scaffolding, leaves. Um, Fences are kind of considered poles. What's the other big one? Doors. And cards even, you got mobs that can conduct redstone, not redstone, but you can see them in doors and stuff where they use like the mobs and shit. No toggle states, yeah. 100%. Definitely a single toggle state thing. I don't really care for toggle states, obviously. The fact that it's considered like, you know, it had toggle state, it's not good. Kind of weird shit. But that's just storage tech community for you. Just another one. Back here, you little shit. Those items just phase through. Alright. I do have off on Tuesday from work for July 4th. So maybe a long stream. How many water sources is it? So it's like what, every 4 blocks. Every 5 blocks there's a water source. And it says like 100 some long. Not today, I'm not fixing that. Yeah, I've done enough maintenance shit today. forgot where I placed them. I tripled a cart somewhere. That's gonna be like impossible to find. I'm just gonna add an extra card. If it breaks, we know what happens. Alright, so then if I had extra repeaters. I think we found the culprit because that one was slow as shit. Is this the one that has 4? It was just slow. Oh, it was slow because it was stuck. No, that makes sense. Okay. So this should make them stay stacked. Let's test my theory out. It's a better activation sequence in my opinion. The wave is much better than that. That's so much more satisfying. Did you see that little wave across the full thing? Obviously, it's not going to stay like that with the farm on, but that was pretty cool. Let them come back and go off one more time. I want to see that again. I don't know why waves like that are so satisfying to watch. I like that too. Now I want a way where you can like hard power an observer and it doesn't do this. Like for example, if I put a redstone block on the back of this, it wouldn't update or something. Look at this dude. Seriously. this thing look like again? Yeah, we gotta break something. We gotta place 2 layers manually afterwards. Before one of the two. So that's annoying as hell to break all of that. Can we like step it up 3? That's so many blocks to break and then replace. So let me actually, what's his name? Stewart sent. So I'm pretty sure that there's 16 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Each one of those represents a spot in the 16 by 16. If we just step it up to, this is layer 1, this is layer 2, this is layer 3. If we step it up to 3, that starts in the 3rd layer. Step it up to 4, that's also start in the 4th layer. So if I'm thinking correctly here, we do that, we could start it on the next layer. And I'm gonna guess that's what that schematic that I just downloaded is of the code. I believe. Get that in my schematics order real quick. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, if I had to guess. What would that have to change if we're just stepping it up 2 blocks to start off? Oh, this is a whole different floor. This is for the walls. Or the floor. They just changed the shulker boxes. I don't think that has to do anything with it. I want to move this up. It's definitely, we'll start by taking down the one first. And just clear this shit out of the way. care about. Well, I do. Be fast about adding walls. Walls are the solution to everything, it seems. It's more fun. Would you consider adding it to your world or not? Gotcha. Fair enough. Still want to play with it. It's definitely gonna addict you for a little bit. It did for me until I made all the crafters that I would like ever need. Sometimes I still need some more, but most of the time it's like one crafter and it's not as complicated as shovels. So yeah, the ones with dummy items are always the hardest ones to do, because dealing with them is such a pain in the ass. There's definitely some other ones that are like not as painful as that. Like for you starting off with that, it probably helps out a lot because you understand a lot more in depth of AutoCrafting rather than just doing like a simple, you know, like full block crafter as your first one. Doing that probably helps you in the long run for the more difficult, like the difficult ones. Because you've done it before and now you can do it again. You know, that's like the most complicated bit is dealing with the dummy items. And starting off with that will prepare you. Oh yeah, the simple stuff will be like, you'll be like, oh, it's just super easy. Like, you could probably do something that doesn't. You could probably do like a piston one, fairly simple because it's just you just fill it in, take one item out. You could do a repeater one, fairly simple, fill it in, take an item out. No dummy items, like right? They're pretty simple, straightforward observers. Things that you can craft that you put in all the items to actually craft it without any dummy items. You should find fairly simple. Also, limiting yourself to a one-time-wide tileable thing also helps a lot, though. There's only certain things will work in a one-wide tileable situation. Oh, 100% it's more fun to make a one-wide tileable. Because most of the time, so like the fastest piston crafter theoretically possible is, well, it is possible. I think someone did it. I forget his name. He was in my Discord before. Was 4,000 an hour, but it was 3-wide tileable. But with my newest, one I haven't published yet, 1-wide tileable piston crafter is 2,000 1-wide tileable. Meaning if you tile it 3-wide, you get an efficiency of 6,000 per hour per 3-block space. So yes, it's more challenging and obviously took longer to make, but like it can be more efficient, more space efficient. And it's a lot easier to replicate a 1-wide tileable thing more times than it is a 3-wide tileable thing, for example. Because it's the same block every single way you go across. which makes it really easy to expand to whatever needs you would have. And therefore a lot better for mass crafting factories. When you're around it a lot, I can see how it has like a lot of influence on people, especially the server member peoples, because we use it not all the time, but it's enough to like where you're like, oh, this is pretty interesting. I've never seen it before. Keep that. That's the shulker box thingy with Bobber. Creative signal strengths. Annoying thing to take down, that's for sure. Can I get the materials for this? I think that's this part over here. This is the previous one. Placement. I don't think anybody responded to me. They didn't. That mob farm deco should be easier than the squid. At least the build, from what I've heard. The squid was a pain to build, I can tell you that one. It was like literally every block had to be offset in some way. Ah, yeah, the one where it changes, because I did alternate, like it goes back and forward. That layer probably sucks. Your Honor. After that, it should be not those like layers after that will technically be bad because they're all stacked on top of each other. Then you have a little bit of the black concrete that'll extend a little bit forward. Can I reach this one? I don't think I can. Just the farm will be done in less than a day. So that farm is really straightforward. Glow squids I also finished in like 3 hours. I think I finished all the like the squid farms. Spider's the only longish one that took like multiple days. This one will be forever until we get all these farms done. Which is why I let them do a couple other projects at the same time. Yes, since we are finishing projects fast, we could very well get done the Hogland Farm redo, the what's its name? The skeleton redo. And I also kind of want to do this redo the slime one, but it would have to be a whole new perimeter because I am not mining all of that obsidian for those old farms. It's just not happening. There's really no other way to get rid of that obsidian. Where's in October, which is 3 months away. We might be able to get at least the main two. The Wither Skeleton will be a really long farm to do. Because everything is update suppressed. We'd be doing the Wither Skeleton abused. With the Wither Roses on top of the Nether Bricks by Fallen Breath. And it's a single dimension, so we don't need to make an overworld perimeter, which helps. But, like, yeah, what I'd say is that many update suppress blocks. Because you gotta update suppress, place in the Nether Brick and the roses. Does place in the rail line next to the rose updated? I don't think so. Is it like it's like Nether portals, right? Oh, so you gotta update. Oh, so you would then so you update suppress the below from the below, yeah. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense now. Oh yeah, it'll take some time, definitely, but like, I haven't seen anybody else do that farm in survival, so it would be something cool to do. Getting my ass beat by a cave spider. There it is. How the hell am I almost dead? Oh, I must have floated to the wall. Hogland farm will just be a regular update suppressed 0. We'll do some better at breaking for that one, but that won't be bad. And slime will just be, you know, by 0 update suppressed portal, something special. That is true. For yours still in 117, so we can use the small suppressor. I don't have a schematic of one that's attached to the movable one. Like, the small shit's attached to the movable bloodlines, but I would assume that's pretty straightforward. That would actually help a lot with Wither Skeleton, Slime, and even Hoglin, to be honest. Those are like all the other old farms that we would be redoing. Because we're redoing General Mob Farm, that's the shit one. We redid Guardian, that was also a pretty shit one. Hoglin's shit right now because it's not, you know, just how it is. Skeleton's old design, which is pretty sucky, but it's a cool one to watch run, that's for sure. Slime is the old, you know, full obsidian tower spam. I think that's all the old farms that I just don't like having in the world anymore. Which farm was the double witch hut perimeter? Magma's the update suppressed Y0 now. Creeper Farm's pretty decent. I'm happy Creeper Farm. Ghast is pretty decent. Ooh, I forgot that I haven't checked on 1K today. What is this? Slow down, please. Jesus Christ. 66. There's so many farms in Redstone perimeter. Pie will be chilling for a little bit. 3874. That's like 300 blocks. Oh, 200 blocks. I don't know. So 200 blocks at 3 blocks an hour. That's got like, what? A couple days. It's got like 3 days left. Six one four. It's got like 100 blocks left. It's like a day and a half. That was done. So yeah, I placed that one a bit more forward than I should have, but I think I'm gonna actually build this one tomorrow. It's getting pretty late. I gotta go back to work for one day, but then I have the day next day off, so guess then we can grind a lot of this wall placer out. Yeah, I'm getting close to 3 hours too. So tomorrow we shall build this right here. Have a good night there, Pi. See you later, man. Yeah, we'll build it up here. So we actually have to build it at this height. So yeah, tomorrow we'll work on this thing. Because we are automatic wall placer. It's not going to be perfect. The corners are kind of off by 1 block. But otherwise everything else looks fine. And this last corner right here will be not filled in, so that one will be off by 2 blocks. It's the first iteration of its kind, not of its kind, but like that we have working, so it's not going to be perfect. But we are going to, I think Stuart's going to try to improve it later down the line. But it'll be cool to actually, like, you know, like fully make perimeter decoration without needing to place the blocks yourself. It's also a cool video too. And then once this is done, we can start working on the 9 individual things that are going to go in here, including the new raid farm, pretty decent spruce tree farm, an iron farm. I'm hoping that ND gets their the new one-dimensional iron farm out. So I would love to use that here instead of having to use one with portals, because we're already going to have difficulty portal linking and stuff like that. So if we can do that, that's pretty cool. Some of the farms are going to build in here. I wasn't that's what's going to be for pistons, but don't really need it all for pistons, which is why we're adding like stone farm and all those other types of farms that maybe we can craft pretty much every single redstone component within this one perimeter here, which would be really, really cool. To where if we need a redstone component, we come here and we just run farms here. All that stuff's produced on site. Don't got to worry about transportation or anything like that. It's all just inside this one right here. But yeah, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. Maybe we can actually work on this thing right here. It's looking like it's going to be a bit of a pain to do. At least for the first layer or so. First couple layers will be a little bit difficult, but once we get past that, it should be okay. And then this part up here is relatively straightforward. Just to build another one of the encoding things, so I just to dig out a little bit more too, which is kind of that's fine. But yeah, appreciate us hanging out. See you guys hopefully all tomorrow. If not, we'll do something a long stream hopefully on Tuesday. Just right there, River, and I will see you guys all later.